All right, man. We got that guy, man. We got the. You ain't got to put his name on. You could just put a picture of the globe up. Them folks know what's happening.
Drop the globe, baby.
Bro, I just sent you everywhere, man. I thought I just sent your ass on BET the other day, man.
No, you see that boy on BET, did
I
you?
said, man, this everywhere. Is it something? I said, he tell a joke, he do music, he do podcast. Is it something you don't do, y'all?
Crime. Yeah, crime.
Yeah. Speaking of crime, bro, I don't know who you going for in this NBA finals, bro. I seen people that was cheering for the Spurs get assaulted.
Yeah,
I'm talking about, but ripped out their jersey last night, bro.
Yeah, it common sense. Cause like I was telling you, I was on my live.
Yeah.
And I say, shit, boy, everybody know I picked the Knicks to win it all.
For real?
I told them, I said, I like the Knicks to win the chip.
Okay.
But I say tonight, I don't know what it is, but these folk finna get pulled out tonight.
Yeah.
Cause I heard Mike Wilbon on tell Stephen A. Smith.
Yeah.
He was like, the Knicks looking good. But he say, for over 53 years, we done seen the Knicks let us down in the Garden. Cause you know Wilbon from Chicago.
Yeah.
Chicago, he was Michael Jordan. You feel me? But he was like, shit, the Knicks been going out bad in the Garden since for the last 40-some years.
No, for real.
So he was like, they looking good right now, but they got to show me. They got to win. So that shit had me thinking. And see, you know, I used to run the parlay tickets and shit in prison.
Yeah.
So I know them spreads and I know how they play. You feel me? I say, boy, Vegas got to get them some money. I say the Knicks just beat them 2 times in San Antonio. The world is going to take the Knicks tonight. In the Garden, I say Vegas finna get rich. I say all this shit on live. I say, now after the game, I say, bitch get beat up. Now I swear on everything. I say, bitch didn't do y'all. Now it would have been the playoff, just the playoffs. Nobody would have
maybe.
You know what I'm saying? But this the chill. Why I said, bitch finna get beat up. Why?
Hey, man, it got ugly, man.
And as soon as I wake up that morning, look at my phone, then the first thing I see.
Bro, I ain't talking about no shoving, like, get up out. I'm talking about punched in the mouth. I'm talking about, bro, snatched up out your jersey, man. Bro, this, I stopped watching sports and chain game.
This shit by design, though.
That's how I feel.
Then Trump at the game last
night. You put a battery in my back, bro. Cause I actually be listening to what you be saying. Sometimes it take me a minute to catch up.
Yeah.
But I actually be listening to it, bro. And you almost put me in the mind of Dick Gregory. I don't know if you just listen to Dick Gregory.
Yeah, I know.
But Dick Gregory got down.
He was just real. He might have a fucked up delivery. But when you break down what he said, though, you be like, damn.
That makes sense.
Damn, he said some shit. It was kind of crazy how he said it, but what he said don't change.
Yeah, if you get out your feelings and just start paying attention to the real meat of it, it kind of makes sense. So I'm going through a stage. You know how you be, the information be there for a long time, but you don't really dive in. Something prompt you to really start doing your homework on it. So I'm at that stage. I said, damn, bro, I felt like something you told me months ago, when I started reading it, I felt like a slave that didn't know he was on a plantation.
Yeah. And see, that's the whole key. They designed it to have you in the mind state that you're free. You're just on a bigger plantation.
That's it. The fence is further away. You got to squint your eyes to see the fence, but the fence is there.
Yeah.
It's there. And sometimes that fence, it be in your mind.
Yeah. The overseers ain't went nowhere. They just got a new name. Get what the overseer on the slave plantation new name is?
Officer.
Police. Yeah.
Yeah, officer. I talked to the chief. I talked to the chief of police in Decatur, the city of Decatur, or Decatur County. It was a black guy. I think it's the city of Decatur. And he was talking to some at-risk. He was like, do you know what the term officer come from? So I thought he was going to give us some cockamamie story because you done bought into the system. He was like, nah. She come from overseer. It just was a transition. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Evolution.
Officer, overseer. Come on, man.
Bro, so now I'm looking at certain things and I still got to do more research, but one of the things, bro, that I really paid attention to, man, was the education system.
Oh yeah, Rockefeller did his thing.
No, he did his stuff thizzle for
He
real,
did
for
his
real.
thing.
Bro, I was at a graduation and I was like, man, because I didn't get an opportunity to graduate.
Yeah.
Because I ain't never get a chance to go to prom, none of that. I was sitting in the jail cell.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it did, bro. I get kind of teary-eyed when I go to graduate. I'm like, damn, bro, that young nigga did it. He did it. But then when all the smoke cleared, I started paying attention to like what's really going on. So I'm at one graduation, they say 75% of the graduating class will be joining the workforce. And I said to myself, the workforce? That don't sound like no opportunity right there.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like some bullshit. Because what job can you get as a high school graduate that you can't get as a high school dropout?
Yeah.
If you go in there and say you got your diploma, they'll just assume you the right age. They ain't looking for your diploma.
Yeah.
But then I dove into that Rockefeller family, and I was like, bro, these folks created the education system for a generation of obedient workers. It does not. The school system teach you what to think, not how to think.
Yeah.
That threw me all the way off, but then I started making comparisons immediately, even from, I done worked at a warehouse before. The bell tell you when to go to lunch. The bell tell you when everything starts. Yeah. And the school system is the same thing, bro.
Facts, bro. You gotta think, this entire country is a business. It can't be a business without who? The people.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So, what do we need to make this structure work in this system we done created? Okay, we need these type of people, we need these different occupations to make this shit function according to our plan.
Mm-hmm. So,
how do we condition the people to make this shit work? Rockefeller. Okay, this how we gonna run the United States shit. It's a corporatocracy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? The corporations run this motherfucker. The motherfuckers who own all the corporations, those who, you know what I'm saying, in control of this shit. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So we need, okay, if a fire gets started, we need a fireman. Right. They put all the jobs out here. Mm-hmm. So once you go to their educational system, they not finna teach you how to dig into your essence and be what you great at. No, you gonna be a part of the corporation. This what we need. That's why when you in school, elementary school, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be an officer. I want to be a basketball player. Mm-hmm. All this shit coincide with how they running their system.
Where do the politicians take part in all of this in real life?
Politicians ain't nothing but some liars, man. They are part of getting you to follow suit of the American dream.
Which is some bullshit.
Ain't but one way you can get a dream.
That's to be sleep.
Rockabye, baby.
So what you've been saying is that the politicians are just there. This is where I'm at. I think the politicians are more like a grievance form in chain gang. Because the grievance form is to make you think that you have a voice.
See, the motherfuckers who put this shit together were some smart motherfuckers. Guess what they came to their senses and thought? We making this much money only doing it to them. How much would we make if we do it to everybody?
That's the gangster right there.
That's how they work them. Mm. Okay, now we gonna put this race shit in the middle, cause see, we gotta keep them separated, cause together they might come together and figure this shit out.
Yep.
You feel me? But this where they done fucked up at. This is the information age.
Yeah.
You got Chat GPT, a illiterate motherfucker. Long as they know Chat GPT on the phone, all they gotta do is hit the button and hit the little microphone. Hey, why the fuck? Woo. This bitch, Chat GPT ain't lying.
Yeah.
That bitch ain't lying to you, dog.
She could be biased though.
Yeah.
Cause I go in.
It's gonna give you a great roundabout answer.
Yep. And that'll get you.
It may not be 100%, But that bitch gonna be
He
98.
gonna get you there. He
97.
gonna get you there. I got a homeboy I was locked up with who got a job paying $120,000 a year. I said, bro, nigga, we got the same GED. How the fuck you get this job? He said, shit, I did my research. I found out what was needed on the job. I came up with a resume. I came up with my references based on what they were going. This nigga got the job. I said,
man, listen. Guess what wins in America?
What's that?
The best finesse.
The best finesse.
The best finesse. How your partner, y'all got the same
GED.
But he got that job because he came with the best.
The best finesse.
All that's he said it in long form.
Yeah.
But to break it down, nigga, I hit him with the best finesse.
And that's what it is.
When you get caught up with the police and you hire a lawyer, he's got to come with the best finesse.
Just that simple.
Nigga, you could be dead to the wrong. But if you got a nigga that know what he know and he got some sauce, you can get off.
Gone. Hey, man.
If he got that sauce, you can get off.
It's a scary thought.
Cause guess what loses in that courtroom? The motherfucker who take that turn in his emotions for that 1 second. What gonna win in that bitch is logic. Yeah. It could be a motherfucking lie, but bitch, do it make sense?
Do it make sense?
That's all your lawyer is a good storyteller.
That's it.
He gonna read what going on, the prologue. He gonna read your cause whatever you tell him is the prologue.
Yeah.
Like a book. He gonna read what the prologue do, tell you what finna go on with this motherfucker. It's just a ballpark of what's finna go on.
Yeah.
You finna tell him whatever you tell your lawyer, okay, now he got your prologue. He finna read it, dissect it, compare notes to how these laws and shit work.
Mm-hmm.
If there's a loophole, he go goddamn. But if it ain't, shit, he just finna suck you dry, bitch. Cause you got to know, when you pay that lawyer, he's a part of their system. So the judge finna get some of that money and the DA finna get some of that money.
Whether we realize it or not.
You know what I'm saying?
While we're on judicial systems, last week, a Asian man by the name of Rick Chow was found not guilty of unaliving a 14-year-old African-American male who ran 130 yards away from the establishment and was shot in the back.
Stop right there.
All right, go on.
You think that old man ran that far? Or did he take the charge for his son? Think about it now. This is a young nigga. 14.
Yeah.
You know how fast these little niggas is?
Yeah.
That old nigga really, he if he like that, he like that. Nah. Salute to the goddamn you being that fast and being that old. You really think he ran that fast and got up on that young nigga like that? And think about it now. 130 yards, that longer than a football field.
It is longer than a football field.
You think he win that long?
I don't know.
Nah, it ain't possible now, but I just don't see. I see his son.
Why was he found not guilty?
Because we have to let you niggas know we run this motherfucker.
Simple as that.
But see, they got finesse too.
What you mean?
The Asians got finesse.
How?
Cause nigga, you gotta go look at them bills that let them over here. They weren't always able to come over here.
Right.
Only way you could be over here if you would own a business. We'll give you a loan to own a business over there though. Not over here in our shit.
Yeah.
If they fucked it with y'all, why y'all can't own nothing over there with them?
But they can come over here and run our communities.
Yeah, that's the finesse. It's by design to keep the chosen people at the bottom.
Let me ask you this. I look on Instagram yesterday. I see people who have congregated from Texas and other states to get to the state, I think it's in North Carolina or South Carolina, where this charge took place, this story. And I see my people, our people, they out there and they didn't spray painted it. But then when I started doing the research, I found this man sold this building 3 years ago. So my question is, why are we congregating at this place that don't even belong to this man no more? They got the yellow tape up out there.
Man, it like that, man. And it's sad but true. How many times we don't watch these same action take place and yeah, we talk a little shit for a second, but then that shit blow over. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, we got to use logic. We invented everything.
Mm-hmm.
So how the fuck we can't come up with our own factories when we spend the most on this bullshit? Why not consolidate our finances? We invented all this shit. Invent some more motherfuckers, put our money together, and we manufacture it ourselves. Therefore, we ain't got to go for them for nothing. We can shop with each other. But only way it gonna come, it gonna work is people got to stay down, bro, and realize when people are waking up to how powerful that black dollar is,
Right?
Because it's making these Asians get out their character.
Yeah.
Look at them; they popping up on the internet, popping their
Talking
little shit.
crazy,
You know
too,
what I'm saying?
though.
Talking crazy, but it's cap. They talking about, well, we don't need y'all to goddamn bodies. Okay, every black person. Well, we know literally not every black person gonna stop, but the majority stop shopping with y'all. In due time, y'all gonna just have a lot of surplus, a lot of stockpile shit, because we the ones spending the money on it. So now your shit finna go to piling up because ain't nobody buying that shit. But for how long they gonna sustain this shit?
It seems like as a people, as a unit, we're trying to apply yesterday's strategy to tomorrow's problem, and we can't seem to get. I heard you say something that stuck out to me. We strong, and we have many capabilities, and if we all do this together collectively, it'll get done. How do we collect everybody, bro?
It started with the kids.
Okay.
Because that's how they controlling our future.
Mm-hmm.
If you poison the seed, how the flower gonna turn out?
Poison.
The kids. But I see it's a lot of youngins I see come across my timeline. They speaking out on this shit like, yeah, they really own that. You got to grab the youth first. Cause see, some of these motherfuckers up in age, some of them lost in the sauce.
No, I'm talking about lost.
So it's either you got common sense or you don't.
Simple as that.
We got to get these children because they ain't to be held accountable. They kids.
Yeah.
They in a learning stage. So we got to focus on them. You see what I'm saying?
And put it off in them.
So we got to focus on these children, bro.
Yeah. So you saying that?
Because all it takes is to change one generation. All it takes is one.
And that's what Rockefeller did.
Yeah.
He put it off in that generation, and it just kept going and kept going and kept going.
So yeah, you got to think, Rockefeller had a strategic plan to control the people. It went all the way to the medicines. You see what I'm saying?
Break that down. Break that down. What you mean?
When you got hurt back in the day, you went to see an herbalist. Somebody gonna give you some herbs and shit, natural. Rockefeller bought up all the herbalists in the United States and replaced it with pills. And pills ain't nothing but placebos.
No, for real, bro.
That's all a pill is. Cause in your mind, this doctor gave me this pill, so it's gonna heal me.
Right.
It's psychology. See, ignorance is a business. They gonna make money on what you don't know. All you know, the doctor gave me this pill, I'm gonna get healed. When ain't shit in that pill, they gonna heal you. Cause it's a fact. Over-the-counter medicine kill more people than cocaine.
No, for real.
Them herbs ain't have all them goddamn side effects.
Right. But everybody could grow herbs.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Why you think now you have to get permission to grow anything?
That's crazy, bro.
Because we need control.
When you said that, what I'm thinking about is
how I pay $250,000 for their house, but I got to contact y'all when I want to paint.
How I own it? I can't own it. I
got to call y'all. Hey, I'm finna paint my house green, motherfucker.
And they got to get approved of.
I'm finna build a storage. You own the land, own the house, but you want to build a barn back here and start buying horses and shit. You got to contact them folks. You got to let somebody know that you're doing this.
And when you build on that land, now your taxes gonna increase. Your taxes increase every time you build something on your land.
Man, bro. You'll never own nothing in America.
It's crazy.
A car, some shoes. But shit, on the car, you got to pay to drive the motherfucker. Yeah, you bought it, it's yours, but pay me so you can drive that bitch, though. Because if you don't pay me, you better get that bitch just in your yard, bitch.
That's the gangster. That's the real gangster right there.
Yeah, finesse.
Them the gangsters.
And they got us thinking this is how it's supposed to go.
That's the mastermind.
You buy something and you got to pay to use it.
That's gangster. That's gangster.
Why when you say a buddy this sofa right here, why the fuck he still got to pay you for that bitch? He got to pay you to lay on that bitch though. Yeah, it's yours. You can put it in your house, but you got to pay me when you want to lay down on that bitch.
Hey man,
it's the finesse.
It's
bro.
the finesse. It's the okay. Let's while we was on vehicles. So sometimes I take certain aspects and I just break them down and I really try to think about them. So it's like, okay, the speed limit on the freeway probably about 65, 75, 70 miles per hour. So if you go over this limit, you can get a ticket, you can get locked up, you can be penalized, you can be, all these things can take place. And I just started thinking about all the people who had to pay tickets for speeding. But then in my mind, I say, well, if going above 70 miles per hour is illegal, why in the fuck are y'all allowing cars to be made that go over the speed limit?
It's by design. It's a system. I told you everything works off an algorithm. Now that common sense ain't it? Your highest speed limit is, let's say, 75.
Right.
Why the fuck you letting car go to 200?
Why?
Okay, you made this car to go to 200.
Mm-hmm.
Where can I push it to 200 at?
Legally.
Only thing that makes sense, your land. Because if you own, let's say, 500 acres, you could put a strip on that bitch and they can't do nothing. I mean, you on your land.
Right.
But in traffic,
it's not happening, not legal.
That's the only thing that makes sense. The only way you can do 200 is if it's on your land.
Okay, so then that's
the only thing that makes sense.
Let's push that concept or that hypothesis even further. So then, from what I conclude from that is that you need somebody to get ticketed. You need for somebody to violate this law. You need for somebody to be in prison.
It's an algorithm. They keep up with everything. That's why you have to register
everything.
You know what it means when you register something?
Come on with it.
You turn it over to the government. They got to know everything you got. Because at any given time, you fuck up with what we got going on, we can take your shit.
Yeah. That's gangster. I was talking to some of my kids in my program about the law. Because my classroom is in the courthouse. The jail that I was housed in is right next door. So I just had a real conversation with them. Based off some of the things that you had said in previous interviews, bro, I just started applying it to certain things. I was just like, bro, so let's just have a hypothetical. These are with my 15, 16, 17-year-old. I said, what happens if just today, for whatever reason, everybody stopped breaking the law? If everybody just stopped breaking the law, I said, what happened?
Will crash.
It will crash. Because I said,
a lot of people will have lawsuits because you have private companies that's getting paid. Okay, y'all gonna keep this bitch at 90% capacity. All right, soon it go up under that 90, you get sued. So it gonna be gonna crash.
That's a true fact, bro. The state of Georgia had to reward the owner of some private prisons in the state of Georgia money because they didn't keep it to full capacity. So then I asked, if a government who insists that they don't want the laws to be broken and they're penalized financially when not enough laws are violated, ain't that a conflict of interest, or is that just okay? That's the finesse. That's the finesse.
We all slaves, bro. We still slaves, bro. They just know psychology. Because if we wasn't slaves, why we got all these rules? Because we need you to operate how we want you to. Yeah, that's your house and you bought it, but you can't do this in here, you can't do that in here, you can't do this in here, you can't do that in here. Yeah, that you had your son in your balls, you skeeted it in her cat. Now that's y'all baby, but you better not hit it. You better not hit them. Come take them. Yeah.
Can one truly be free in these United States?
Yeah. It's all in the mind, baby.
Break that down.
Freedom is a state of mind, bro. Once you break the matrix and you see what they got going on in real life, that's when you become free. When you wake up and realize that I'm going to work every day. I made 80,000 this year. I added up every nickel I spent. I paid back out 74,000. Damn, so all year I really made a couple $1,000. Damn, they got me. Damn, people have to pay taxes, show they taxes to go to this church. I really like that church. The pastor's cool, but they said I can't come in because I can't show my tax return. What? God wants you to charge me to come up in this bitch? What? God told you to take up money 4 times in the service, bitch? Damn, when you wake up and realize, shit, your oppressor would never give you the tools to free yourself.
I mean, I don't think people really didn't start listening to you, bro. Like, niggas be hearing you, but I don't think they really paying attention, bro. Like, really, like, in depth. Because even when you said the $80,000 a year and you pay out 75, bro, the average person, like, again, in school, you stay there for 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day? How many hours is that a week? That's 40 hours a week. So you get a job and you're making decent money, I guess, if that's a such thing. But the majority of your money that you spending all your time at is going towards where you live at.
You know, we've been conditioned to the point to where we were just working at Wendy's, staying in this little 2-bedroom apartment. We barely getting by. What the first thing we gonna do when we get hired at Procter & Gamble? Now we making $180,000.
Go get a bigger place.
What would common sense tell you to do? Stay right here, build your money up first. Soon we get our first paycheck, we drop a deposit. We gone.
We gone.
Stay right here in that little 2-bedroom. Cause hold on, true or false, you was alive in that motherfucker. You
were making it, yeah.
You can't just, okay, you making a little more money, add a few more things that you need, but save. Now, what's your next goal? Self-preservation. I ain't shit. I'm just trying to run. Procter & Gamble finna help me run my budget up. While I'm running the budget up, I'm planning for my own business right here, doing my own homework. Okay, now I'm trying to run up. I'm gonna work at Procter & Gamble 5 years, and I'm gonna run up $500,000. When I cut time, have $500,000. I'm finna take $250,000, invest in my business. Nah, I ain't got to wake up and punch nobody clock. But we don't think like that. We think go get a bigger house and get the money right back to the system. Because we finna get a bigger house, better car. We finna buy better clothes. We giving the money right back, and it's by design. The more money that you make, the more money you gonna get charged. You've been conditioned to want bigger and better. When you see these celebrities going out bad with all these allegations and shit, what the what it say? Shit, never outshine thy master.
That's the first rule.
When you see a nigga get slandered in the media and get taken down like that, well, we gave you the millions to shine on your people.
Yeah.
Bitch, you shined on us.
Yeah, don't come over here with it.
Oh, all right.
So
we finna show you.
That would allude to the fact that they don't teach financial literacy in school.
You've never heard financial freedom in public school. Think about it. When have you ever heard those two words? Financial freedom.
Never. Ever.
You've never heard that in public school. Why you think the rich people kid don't go to public school?
They don't, bro.
Because they getting a different level of education.
Bro, Rockefeller didn't even send his children to that school. He had a special school built for these people.
Because I need y'all. Why I'm going to send y'all with the help? I got to send y'all so y'all know how to keep the operation going. Yeah.
That's a scary. That's it. The more I pay attention to it, the scarier it gets. I was talking to my little sister, and she was like, man, I know this might sound weird. She say, but I don't want to die in America. So I'm like, what you mean? She's like during my elder days, I want to travel to the point where I understand where I want to be, but I don't want to die in America. And I thought about that because I've done some traveling outside the states, but even then, I didn't think about what the cost of living was there or how things moved around. But now it has me leaning towards that to go to a place where I could be freer than what I am here. Because here, you got to be on the move. You got to be on the grind. And before you get it, shit, it's already gone.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't got no real plan. So one of the things I ask my young ladies and young men, and they be on my head, they was like, Mr. Butler, why you keep asking us the same questions? You come to my class because you're on probation. And this is not a entrepreneurial class. It's for anger management. But I make all my kids come up with a business. I say this is why. Because I don't know a person that is truly happy that just got a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah, because they giving the money right back.
Everything.
When they pay all their bills, buy what they need for the house, they might have, you got some people in the world, when they pay it all said and done, they got $40 left, $50 left out their check. That.
Got to do some hair, sell some weed. Just keep that going. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's by design. That's how you're a slave, but they know psychology. So the people who waking up, going to work and shit, they don't think they're a slave. They think they free.
Think you crazy. If we had this conversation around certain people, they gonna be like, that nigga militant.
Why? Because what's the number one thing they took from us?
Common sense.
Common sense. So once you realize, realization is freedom. Once you realize.
Realization is freedom.
Realization is freedom. I don't care if you go move to Switzerland or motherfucking Jamaica. It don't matter where you at in the world. Do you know that you free? Now, that comes with understanding, because at the end of the day, you still have to play the game. Just because you realize what's going on, you still got to play the game. Okay. What's the game? You know, you can't go out there and do 100 miles an hour, motherfucker.
Right.
Drive speed limit. It's just part of the game. Yeah. You don't want be fucked up, nigga. Just do speed. You still got to play the game.
Yeah.
But you know how it was designed. Most people that play PlayStation and shit, they don't know why it was designed. They just know it's a fire game and they playing it.
Right.
Why is it designed? What was the meaning? Why did they design video games? To keep you entertained. What is entertainment? Come here. I need to keep you here. Watch this. That's entertainment. Enter, come, tame, contain.
Amen.
We don't need you in there with all the PlayStations. Y'all ain't got no PlayStation in the house, and you teaching your kids about Dad at work, mama at work,
all day.
Come home, we're gonna keep them quiet. A PlayStation here.
Nigga, you know
I'm
what you
tired.
just said,
I need to go to sleep.
If mama working 40, dad working 40. That's 2 parents in the house now. But most of the education and the input is coming from the people.
Strangers. The parents are not teaching the kids. Strangers are. And look how many times in the news these teachers pedophiles and all type of shit. This is who's teaching your kids. The parents aren't teaching the kids shit. But hey, be quiet. Sit down. Don't do this. You ain't teaching them nothing. What are you teaching them?
You're not teaching them.
You depending on some strangers.
That's scary.
It's by design. Okay, it was a little different. Daddy just had to go out the door. So mama stayed home while daddy bring the money home. So mama nurturing, she more hands on. No, these children ain't bad enough. They ain't going to jail quick enough. Let the women work. So now we conditioning the kids longer now because mama gone. After school programs, all this shit. We got your children, not just for the time at school. Now we got them after school. So by the time they do get home, that conditioning deep.
And that gives you the dysfunctional family. It gives
they create, you know what the most dangerous thing is in America?
What?
A narrative.
Break that down.
A narrative, bro. That's the most dangerous thing. He who controls the images controls the mind. A narrative can destroy you, and it ain't even got to be true. But bitch, I run the media, so they gonna think it's true.
Simple as that.
A narrative, bro. What's the narrative on our people?
Violent.
We ain't shit.
Lazy.
But guess what? Everyone does the same thing. Every race has people on drugs.
Right.
Every race got motherfuckers selling pussy. Every motherfucker got people that fight and shoot up shit and go to jail. The cameras is just on us though. So the perception to the world, because we control the media. So yes, the other motherfuckers is doing the shit, but we gonna let y'all be the one that gets seen though.
And you can convince a black person that that's who they are. And that's how they are.
Yeah.
And we standing on business and we not snitching and we killing all this stuff. Never mind. How about just let's not break the law?
Yeah.
Let's just not break the law. We more in tune with how can I alter the moral compass of people that's breaking the law, as opposed to saying that shit is just not logical. It just don't make sense. It's not how we're gonna move ahead. We come up with our culture and our code inside a premise that has already been marked off with red tape to equal out to failure.
Yeah.
That's a scary thought. We kicking something that a lot of people gonna pick up on. So I'm gonna ask a couple of questions because niggas like blood and niggas like violence. Last week before last, Goodfellas popped off with the blood. But then I later found out that the Bloods popped off with the Muslims and the Bloods popped off with the Bloods as well. I actually heard a story where a nurse, was it a nurse or a kitchen staff? It was a nurse at either Ware or Wilcox State Prison was snatched up in front of D building and held hostage. Not held hostage, used as protection so that the individual would not be stabbed up. What is your intake on that or your perception on that due to the fact that you have been there firsthand? And I know I've asked this question before, but is there any resolve?
Well, shit, first and foremost, you say he used the nurse as a shield?
Yep.
Oh, all that
That's
is
my grandson. You got
desperate. What's up, little man? Desperate time calls for desperate measures.
Look at it. He got that look on his face. Come on, man. Come on, man. Man can't.
Big man. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying.
We talking about Chain Gang and
yeah, if he used her as a shield, then somebody would get behind, they get that boy. Desperate time call for desperate measures.
Big facts.
You feel me? That boy ain't trying to get hit with that fire. But that's the dangers, the price you pay, that's what is at risk when you go work at a prison. You don't know how it gonna go. You don't know. The war is real.
War is real.
If my only way out is to grab her, and I know you ain't gonna slang that fight. You ain't trying to wet her, and this the only way I can live. That's a hell of a shoe to be in.
Let me ask you this, man, because some of the most, bro, I know a lot of gang members from different parts of the country, different sets. And some of these people are actually very intelligent, bro. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and in my mind, I can't help to think. I'd be like, man, you get it, man. You understand what's going on. But when you lead, you don't lead like that. You lead like how these niggas is leading on this bullshit. We sitting here worried about zoom zooms and wham whams. When you understand how the world works, you understand what's really going on.
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't we moving in that direction?
Because we live in a society where the unrighteous outnumber the righteous. The righteous people in the world are outnumbered. So it's hard. It ain't impossible, but it's hard, bro. We outnumbered, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna die with this
And
shit. I'm gonna die doing this shit though.
We don't own none of the images. We don't own no TV station or radio station. They own everything. So the message, they own the perception. So all we could do is put the message out, and it's like fishing. Throw that bait out there, sooner or later, shit, you don't bite. You don't reel a few on me, because you have to realize you're not going to be able to save everybody. It's just what it is. I used to get mad. I used to be like, bro, how do you, it used to, but then it goes back to their conditioning, bro.
A lot of us are just aggressively conditioned to the part where ain't no coming back.
That's just what it is. Sad but true.
But you don't stop giving them information. You don't stop giving people life because
nah, you don't stop. Nah, you can't stop. You just got to just put the message out there and hope it stick to as many people as it can. You feel me? In reality, shit.
I don't know. In my mind, bro, I sometimes be thinking, bro, it'd be easy if it's easy for my people to get tricked into the nonsense. I'd be like, shit, what's the strategy to trick them out the nonsense?
It's the only like I say, it's gonna have to start with the kids. For the ones who are aware, for the ones who are not lost in the matrix no more, you got to realize, okay, boom, everything works on the algorithm. Now, normally, I go to work, Dad go to work, we go get the kids, make sure they bathe, you go see, nah, we gonna start on Saturday and Sunday, boy. We finna tap in, we finna start getting on the game.
Yeah.
We ain't just finna rely on no strangers.
You can't.
You got to let them children know. Only thing you need to really just focus on when it comes to me seeing your report card, math and reading.
Simple as that. Everything.
Cause where you done use social studies at since you been gone?
Bro.
When you done use this shit? All you need to know how to do in America is read and count.
That's all you need to know.
Read because you got to know the signs and shit. Count because the money run this shit. Yeah. So you got to know how to count. Other than that, finesse.
So what you're saying is you don't need to understand the elements of a nucleus or an atom.
When did you use it? And you down there 50? When you done use the equal, hold on, what that shit was? Endoplasmic reticulum, motherfucker. When you done use the endoplasmic reticulum?
Why are we going to school for 12 years to learn how to read and write?
Because it's a 12-step brainwashing. It's a 12-step brainwashing count. We are conditioning you. You gotta think. Everything that you know was told to you. Think about that. Just let that sink in. The color of the leaf on the tree green. Who told you that? Somebody told you that shit.
So let me ask this question then. And now you got me thinking
Your
out loud.
oppressor is the author of everything you know. Until you wake up.
That's scary. Because we hadn't even started talking about religion yet.
It all ties in. You got to think, in America, when you're a part of the matrix, religion is your mother. Business is your father, nigga.
That's a scary thought. How much?
Because soon as you get into some shit, who you run to first?
God.
Who gave you that God? The
white man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
but here's what's scarier to me, bro.
It's real though.
If you're trying to teach somebody about just the basic finesse, when you get off into the religious finesse, bro,
they're real.
Man, they'll kill you, man.
For
them
real.
Them people will offer you, man. Yeah, man, them people will sprinkle holy water on you and call the police, man. Yeah, man.
For real. That thing
real, man. Yeah, man.
That's why I say people look at me crazy when I say this. But they be like, if you could meet any group of people, who would you want to meet? The motherfuckers who came up with this shit. I want to know. Bitch, y'all on fire.
Yeah.
Bitch, how did you do that, bitch? I'm still on y'all ass. I'm going to figure this shit out. But, bitch, y'all on fire. Bitch, y'all lit. Bitch, y'all took over the world with this shit. What?
No, for real.
Y'all took over the world. You got to think. 7,000 years ago, them people didn't even exist. Everybody on earth looked like you and me. And that was just 7,000 years ago.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. I'm gonna tone it down. We're going to get back to the religious thing, but you have some people that got really, really pissed off when there's a guy by the name of Chud the Builder who is antagonizing black people and telling them to not chimp out and calling them the N-word. And when I'm talking to my guys, I'm like, hey, man, I don't care nothing about what this man talking about. They're like, what you mean? You can't say the N-word, man. We going bonkers.
Yeah.
I said, man, it's hard for me to be concerned about somebody using the N-word when I know something wrong with that water we drinking. I know that it's something in our food. But how come we got so many kids that got ADHD? I say, something going on. But I say, this right here, this is some time consumption type stuff. This ain't it right here. Worried about what this man or nobody. If I hear somebody outside of my race use the N-word, you know what my first reaction is? It's to get away from them. Because this ain't nothing right here. I'm not getting caught up with this. I got bigger things to be worried about that affect the well-being of my people. So I guess I'm saying all that to get your take on those. The N-word, Chud the Builder, or us overreacting about.
Chud the Builder, he just a demon, bro. You got to think. I always start with logic with me. This man was the same motherfucker who was just dressed up like a woman. Yeah, all that shit that came out on the internet. That boy confused. So he just death struck. That's all. He a demon. Simple. See, demons ain't motherfucker how they painted in Hollywood and shit how you see in the movie. Demons, example is like Chud the Builder. That man done compromise his manhood, bro.
You can't reason with them.
Shit, come on, bro.
No disrespect.
It ain't nothing else to talk about.
Yeah.
We know you fought that.
Yeah.
You fought that.
But if he come to the gas station up the street and start talking crazy,
somebody gonna be an uproar. What he looking for?
Damn, so then, bro,
you gotta think this the crash out era. What when niggas start giving a fuck about crash?
They do not care.
It will go be about a time somebody crash out on this stupid ass.
Why are we so easy to crash out on each other and less likely to crash out on others?
Conditioning. They've taught us how to hate ourselves.
How do we reverse that? How do we reverse that?
The kids.
Okay. That means we got to take them phones away from them. Yeah. We got to take them phones and them iPads.
Yeah, you gotta, you know what I'm saying?
But if we working 40 hours a week and this motherfucker won't be quiet.
When they get through working, dad at work all day, mama at work all day. Man, them folks ain't really on teaching them children nothing. They trying to keep them quiet, make sure they wash their ass and feed them.
And go back to the same.
And that's it. We'll go on vacation twice out the year, kick some shit. But other than that, the system got y'all.
We not free, bro. That's not freedom.
Yeah, but they done taught you free because how did they show you? They condition you in school, nigga. They had us thinking the beginning of black people were we was in get hit with whips
Slave.
and with chains on. They didn't tell you about Kemet, nigga. You never heard Kemet in school.
Ever. Not one time. Not
You
one
never
time.
heard it. They didn't want you to know your true identity because they know your true identity makes them look like shit.
So is that the reason why we have so many slave movies?
Yeah, that's to remind you. Those are reminders. White is superior, nigga.
Damn. So then that
If you got to think like this, a child growing up get told about God. Then when he finally go to church and who that is right there? Oh, that God. Oh, he's a white man. What is young mind gonna think? Every white man he see, he gonna automatically.
Hey man, I want to disagree with you so bad, bro. You almost got me about to cry, motherfucker.
Man,
I
he
swear
gonna
to God,
automatically
listen
think
to me,
white
bro.
is superior.
Listen to me, man. Listen to me, bro. Up until when I went to chain gang, mind you, I'm 19 years old when I get locked up, bro. I swear to God to you, like right now, bro. When I was in jail, bro, and I should think about praying, bro. I'm thinking about a white man.
It's
I'm
by
thinking
design.
about a white man. I'm talking about.
That's crazy. It ain't funny, but it's true. This how the finesse.